Swimmers, take your mark. Go! How many of y'all in this room like to swim? Raise your hand. All right, how many of y'all in this room like to swim at 5 a.m. outside in the middle of winter? Yeah, I did not think there was gonna be many of y'all. So that's just a little taste of what my life was like as a swimmer. By the way, my name is Mary, and I've lived in Baton Rouge my whole life. And when I was 6 years old, I decided I wanted to become an Olympian, because obviously it was time. So I'd been taking swim lessons for a few years, and I told my mom I wanted to join my swim club. And she agreed, so that summer, she took me down to my local swim club, Bocage, and I got in my pink polka dot bikini, and I was all ready to go. I was ready to become an Olympian. So I got in the pool, and I started swimming, and then all of a sudden, a coach stopped me, and he told me what I should do differently. And naturally, a 6-year-old would start crying, so I cried, and I told my mom I wasn't going to be an Olympian, I didn't want to be a swimmer, I hated swimming, and I went home. Eventually, she convinced me to get back in the pool, and from that day forward, I never got out. So now I'm 18 years old, and I can look back on my life as a swimmer and see how much I've grown from that moment until now. So the first lesson I've learned as a swimmer and in my life was at 6 years old was how to persevere. I learned how to persevere whenever I didn't want to be a swimmer anymore and I hated it. I learned how to get back in the pool and keep going. I learned how to persevere whenever I got an F on a test and I had to bring my grade back up to a B, and I use that lesson in my everyday life now. I also learned how to work hard for my goals. As a swimmer, every year I would set a goal of what time I wanted to break in one event, and one of my most important goals that I ever set was to break a minute in the 100 freestyle. This goal took me about 1.5 years to complete, and it was such a struggle, but eventually I completed it, and it never felt sweeter to complete a goal in my life. And along with that, I learned how to challenge myself. Every time I would break a goal, I would set a new goal, faster goal, and I would learn to set that and break it, and hopefully I would get better and better by breaking these goals. I learned how to set goals in my personal life too, and how to challenge myself. I challenged myself in school, and I took a class my junior and senior year, a thesis class where I had to write a thesis and present it in front of my school. This was a challenge for me because I'm nervous, but it taught me how to grow and become a better public speaker. Hopefully, I'll become one better in this class too. And it also taught me how to, it taught me how to receive feedback from people. So whenever I was 6 years old, I cried in the face of a coach telling me to receive feedback. But now I look at every piece of criticism that I get as an opportunity to grow. So hopefully every day I can take that and use it in my everyday life. Thank y'all.